Hello and welcome to Tash Life. I'm Tash and today we're going to do a shop my stash for my everyday makeup caddy. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Tash Life. First up we've got primers. We have the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. This is alright, I don't mind it. It's quite silicone-y, but I guess that's what they use for these kind of primers. So yeah, that's fine. And we had the Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, the hydrating one. That's fine as well, it's just hydrating. Yeah, I don't mind it. Next we've got foundations. We had the L'Oreal Skin Paradise in medium, 01 medium. This is okay, it's not too bad. It's got sunscreen in it, so I'm going to leave it in to try and get some use throughout the summer while this colour kind of suits me. So I'll just leave that one in. And then I had the Sheglam Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. This is okay. This is the first time I've used this. My daughter did get it, so I'm not sure if this window is because she's squirted a heap out somewhere that I haven't found yet, or whether that's just how much is in there. I'm not sure. But that's in the colour Sand. That's fine. It's quite heavy, but yeah, I think I used that one once. So yeah, I'll take it out. I had this sample in, which looks disgusting. This is the Sheglam Hydrating Concealer, the sample in the shade Honey. I'm just trying to use it up. So I've kind of been working on that one. I'll just leave it in here. And then we had the Sheglam Skin Focus High Coverage Powder Foundation in Sand. This was the first time I'd used this, and I actually did quite like it. Yeah, you get a little puff under here that you use. I did enjoy that actually. That's actually not too bad. And you could probably, if you wanted to, just use it as a bit of a touch-up powder. Let's see, concealer. Oh, this, I have been mixing this with some of my foundations. It does tend to make them a little bit lighter or less warm. So I'm going to keep this in, but the pink one I'm going to take out, or maybe I'll put that one in winter time. So this one is the Bronze Glow Illuminator. Here. Found concealers. We had the Sheglam Like Magic 12-Hour Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Barley Sugar. It is a little warm for me, a little dark for me. I did use my translucent powder to brighten up a bit because the white powders are a little bit too light for me, and this was a little bit too dark and warm. So I may have to mix this or something like that. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Multi-Use Concealer in the shade 130 Medium. I'm leaving this one in to get some use out of it. This is my oldest concealer, and it is quite like one of my darker ones. I do have to clean the top though because my daughter's been into it and I now no longer know what it has touched. So I will either have to clean that little poofy bit or pull it off. I don't know. Anyway, there's still a bit left, so we'll keep that one in. And what's next? The setting spray that I had was the Brightening Fixing Spray with Hyaluronic and Vitamin C. This is Friends X Revolution, the Phoebe one. This is alright. I don't know if the colour has changed or if that is what it's supposed to be like. But yeah, it seems okay. It's not stinging or anything like that, so I'll just keep keeping on with it. But I will take it out and get a new one. Powders, we had the W7 Banana Dreams Loose Powder. I'm going to use this one once. Do I want to keep this in? I'll take it out for now, but I may put it back in yet. And the Ultra 3 Second Skin Pressed Powder in Translucent. This is alright. I was using it quite a bit this time because I did have to lighten up my concealer and my foundation a little bit, and this works good for that because it does show up a little bit white on me. So I can actually start to see some of the wear and the embossing, so that was good. I actually enjoyed that this time. Complexion products, let's see, we had the bronzers. The Ultra 3 Baked Bronzer. There's no shade for it, but one is a bit cooler and one is a bit warmer. So I'll give those a little swatch. They're glowy as well. There and there. I'll do that cool one again. And I think the cool one is a bit more satin, which is probably why it's not showing up as much. Then we had the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in Honey Drip, and I used this a couple of times as well. I don't mind this. I'm not sure if it's a bit dark on me. There. So that's the 3 bronzers that I had. So for blushes, we had the Sheglam Lightweight Matte Blush in Seduction. I used this one once, I think, or I might have used it twice. Oh, I can't get it open. There we go. So it's a nice sort of neutral blush. I quite like that. I haven't always liked this one, but I did like it this time. Maybe it's just a different technique that I used or something. Okay, we had the W7 Blush Rebel in the shade Teach Me. So that's that one. Kind of a nice. I think I used this one to sit down. So it's got a nice glow too. Is this the NARS Orgasm dupe? Maybe. Then we had the Ultra 3 Dream Duo Baked Blush. There's no, just says Blush Beauty. I don't know if that's the shade, but there's an orange one and a pink one, or a cool one and a warm one. So I used this a few times. These two. They're quite glowy. Quite enjoy those. Then we have the Frida from Sheglam Self-Portrait Cream Blush in the shade Flower Crown, which is the hot pink one. And I used this one once. So that's quite pigmented. You can blend them out quite a bit so they don't look like that. And I had the Frida one in Modern Woman which is the red one, Face Duo in Cantaloupe, which I did use once. And I did have to top. I did end up topping it with something else because it is a bit sort of, that's the highlight, but that's the blush. It is a bit, my skin is quite warm at the moment, so that just sort of made me look a bit yellow. I know it sounds a bit funny, but this might be a better blush for me in winter time when I'm a little bit lighter. Because yeah, it just added to the yellow in my skin at the moment. I'm not sure if you can even see that. But yeah, that one. Right, highlighters. Okay, so this is the one from the e.l.f. Bite Size Duo. Okay, we had the Ultra 3 Dream Duo Baked Highlighter in, it just says Get That Glow. I'm not sure if that's the shade. And you've got a pink one and a golden one, or a champagne one. And I used these a few times. So that's the golden one and the pink one. I might just turn my light down a bit. So that's the pink one and the golden one there. And we had the Sheglam Chroma Glow Bloom Liquid Highlighter in the shade Flying Comet. I used this a couple of times. I am starting to actually enjoy liquid highlighters, which wasn't always the case. You just have to be careful with them because, you know, you can end up with all sorts going on. But that's a nice pinky duochrome one. And then we had Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Flexitarian. A lot of people say this is too blinding, but I really enjoy it, actually. I get scared to put it in because that's what everyone says, but yeah, I did. I just enjoyed it. I mean, I guess when you look at it compared to some of the other ones, that doesn't look too bad to me. It actually kind of looks, you know, nice. So I did use that one once. I should put that one in more often, actually. For eye primer, I had the Colourpop Party Proof Eye Primer in Transluscent. It's the first time I've used any of these Colourpop face products, and I did quite enjoy it. It has a sort of a tacky, it's like a tacky base. It's not like, it does dry down if you leave it on for too long before you put anything on it, but some of the eye primers I find are a bit slippy, kind of like silicone-y. I'm not really quite sure how that works. Maybe it's for different skin types, I'm not sure. But I did quite enjoy this. And I actually kind of wish I'd got it in a colour, but I didn't. So that's that. So for eyeshadow, I had these, I hauled these from Shein. I don't know if it's Society. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. But they're like a putty eyeshadow, really. They're a bit like the Super Shock consistency. This is in the shade 02, and I did wear this one once. You can see I'm can sort of move it around. It's definitely like a cream, but it's more like a putty. And these last pretty good, actually, on the eyes. Of course, by the end of the day, they're kind of creased a little bit, but you know, that's probably my eyes. And this one is just in 03. And I did wear this one once as well. Yeah, they're kind of, can you see how it just moves around? Like a putty kind of, see if I can, way too much on. So I do want to get some more of these. They're really nice, and they were only like $3 or something. There we go. So they were quite nice. This one did kind of just look a bit grey on my eyes, but you know, sometimes you can't see the effect yourself because you know, it's hard to see what you look like with your eyes shut, or you know, when you're looking down. So but I did enjoy those. I do want to get more. Right, eyeshadows. We had the Sheglam Pitch Pretty palette. I did wear this one. Oh, I used this one for two looks. One its own and one with one of those single shadows. And I did quite enjoy it. It does last as well as some other things in my stash. It's certainly more of an inferior formula, but I did enjoy it. I did have fun with it. And yeah, put that one back. And we have the ABH Norvina collection. This is palette number 4. I will have a birthday Christmas haul coming up. It's just we have school holidays at the moment and it's a bit hard to do face filming. So I may do like a collection video. Let's see, how can I do this? There we go. So that's that one. I did use this, I think I did 2 looks with this. And I may have used the single eyeshadow with it as well. So yeah, I did enjoy this. It was quite nice. Some of the shades here I can see are going to be favourites. Yeah, so we'll put that one back. And the other one we had was the ABH Norvina collection palette number 5, which I also did get for my birthday. My partner and kids bought me these Ringer palettes. And I think I did a couple of this as well. I did enjoy it. Yeah, and you know, it's got a good formula too, I think. I haven't used every shade, of course, but yeah, I did enjoy what I did. And we'll do lips. I didn't have a huge amount of lips. This time. Okay, so for the plumping gloss this time, I had the OXX plumping lip gloss. It's in the shade Nude. We'll do a little swatch of that. It doesn't look like much. There we go. And we had the MCO Beauty Lip Lacquer in the shade Dasher. Oh, I think I wore this one on Christmas Day too. How convenient. Is that one? There we go. And there we go. There. Colour by TBN in the shade Oh My Melon. Now this one, okay, the whole lipstick had come out, like just came out. So I have to be careful with this one. It's not in as good as it could be. So that's that one. This orange, sort of pinky orange colour. We had the Avon, doesn't say what type it is, but it's in Plush Rose. Which is that. A nice sort of, doesn't say what type, sort of goldy pinky colour. And this lipstick also has in the top, this is like a, I don't know if it's a lip balm or a topper, but it's like glittery, it's like shimmery. That sort of highlight. I guess you could tap it in the middle or something. Avon Simply Pretty Colour Bliss lipstick in True Berry, Soft Berry, which was in my project pan last year. Yeah. And I found this in my drawer. I didn't even know I had it. Rimmel Vinyl Gloss High Shine Lip Gloss. There doesn't seem to be a shade on it. Oh, Snog. Maybe that's it. There doesn't seem to be a shade. There we go. So I really enjoyed this actually. It feels nice on the lips. It looks nice on the lips. There we go. It's not too pigmented. It's nice on the lips. But that was everything for this time around. So we'll go and spray the powders. Okay, so in this drawer we have primers, powders, foundations, concealers and eye primers. So I think for eye primer we'll try the Shadow and Line Primer from NYX in the shade Medium. Is it Medium? Yes, Medium. Anyway, we'll give that one a try. This might have a little bit more pigment in it, being a medium, so I can have a little play with that and see how it changes the way the shadows go on. For primer, I think I might put this one in, W7 It's Glow Primer. This is probably my oldest primer, and I'm not sure how much is left in here, so I'm going to put this in and try and get some use out of it. I think I'll also put in this L'Oreal Base Magic Transforming Smoothing Primer. This is probably my second oldest primer and it's getting down there as well, so it still smells okay. So I think we'll put those two in for primers. I don't have a project pan on the go at the moment, so we can put two in. Powder, I think I'll put these two in. We've got the Sheglam Bake Glow Setting Powder. in the shade Cappuccino. This is quite a good shade for me. It's not too dark, it's not too warm, but it's not too light either. Probably can't see. There we go. So that's, put that one in, and put this one in for finishing powder, the Revlon Photo Ready Translucent Finisher. This was in my project pan, and it is it my oldest powder? I'm not sure, but it needs to get going, get used up. So we'll put that one in. I'm sorry if you can hear my kids. It's school holidays and, you know, it's a thing. I think I might put this one in, the Garnier BB Cream in medium. It's almost finished and it is quite a dark shade for me, so we'll try and get that used up. I think I'll leave it at that for foundations, because that's 3 if you include that sample. And for concealer, we've got the darker one. So I might put this Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer, and it's in the shade L34 Light. I'll put that in to sort of counteract any foundations that are a bit too warm or a bit too dark. I do have the darker concealer there if I need it, so I will probably have some collection videos coming up soon too. Let's see, do I want any of this? Oh goodness, I've got this. I don't think I've used it before, and I did have to like push this shade back in. But I might put that in and give it a go, because I did enjoy the eyeshadow palette. So we'll do that. Okay, on to the next drawer. Okay, so in this drawer we've got single eyeshadow, bronzer, what's this, highlighter and blush. We'll start with eyeshadow. I did buy a couple of new Colourpop single eyeshadows. We've got Kale Yeah and this one REM. So I'll put those in and we'll play with those. For bronzer, I might put this in, OXX Studio Bronze Whip. Can we get that to, no, too reflective. It's a cream bronzer. I don't know if you can get it anymore. They might have a new version. And it is a little bit on the warm side, so I'll put that in now while I'm quite warm, quite dark, deeper. And I might put this one in as well, from OXX Bloom Marbled Bronzer in Golden Glow. It's quite a glowy one, so I do have to be careful with that, as you can see. So I'll put that one in. That's the darker one. I do have this one, which is a bit lighter. And I think I'll just put a safer one in case none of those work out for me. So I'll put this Beauty Bay Beach one in. This is a powder, and it's just a nice one that I know works, so we'll put that in. Right, highlighter. Oh, I might put this in, the W7 Afterglow. I've got a shade. No, this was in my advent calendar, so I'll give that one a little try. I think I'll put this one in. It's a Colourpop Super Shock in Churro. I did enjoy the Flexitarian one, but this one's a lot more sort of golden bronzy colour, which is probably the right time to put that kind of colour in. Now I think we'll put in one of these. Yeah, we'll put in one of these. Okay, I'll put this one in. This is the Sheglam Colour Bloom Liquid Highlighter in Sandstone, which is a fairly golden sort of colour for this time of year. Okay, so for blush, we have that red one, and we have, I might put this in. This was in my advent calendar. I think it's a blush. It doesn't really say what it is. I guess it could be an eyeshadow, but it's kind of a satiny, it looks like a glowy blush when you swatch it. So I'm going to put that in and see how that goes. I'm going to put these two blushes in that I picked up from Models Prefer Mineral Blushes. This one's in the shade Spring Fling. And this one's in the shade Summer Glow. They certainly aren't as pigmented as what they look. They're very glowy, but without a lot of pigment. So, and this one, I really enjoyed this blush when it was in, so I'm going to put it back in. It's in the shade Peony from OXX Cosmetics. It's almost a lilac blush. Should we put something neutral in? Because I've got a lot of stuff going on here. I'll put this one in, the W7 Duo Blusher. It's just in 03. Have I not used this? It's still sealed. Goodness, maybe I haven't used it. Okay, so that's that. We'll try that out. Obviously I haven't done that yet. And is that it for that drawer? That'll do for that drawer, because I have that palette as well. So okay, onto the eyeshadow tower. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow tower. Let's see. Oh, I know. I've got these new ones from Australis that I haven't had a play with yet. So we'll put those in. We've got Australis Up in Smoke and Australis Heat Wave. Down there so I don't slide. Also I've got this one that I hauled and I haven't had a chance to play with yet. Sheglam Tenacious Taurus. I think that's my kids again. I think that will do. I think that will do, because we've got those Colourpop eyeshadows as well. And I do, spoiler alert, I do have some things that I got for Christmas and my birthday that I have not yet played with or hauled yet. So I do look forward to seeing videos on that. Okay, so this is what these ones all look like. That's that one. And the plumping gloss I've chosen is the W7 Hot Shot Lip Oil. There we go. And the setting spray is the Maybelline Lasting Fix. I feel like this is getting down to about here somewhere, so maybe I'll be able to get it close to finishing. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.